Hello and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play playthrough. What do we want to say this time? We'll say welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4 as the Middle Ages, Ermor, the Ashen Empire. In the last episode, we talked about our empire itself, some of the troops we have, and it's time to make our first move. So, we're going to take Ugaverd, and we are going to have him actually become our prophet. That'll let him cast some spells, but also he'll be able to claim whatever throne this is just to the north of us. As we talked about last time, we need to start summoning in some of our guys. So we have the Unholy Sepulchre. That's giving us 15 death gems a turn. So we're going to go ahead and grab our mage here. We are going to cast a ritual spell. And we're going to get another spectator summoned in. So we'll have another mage with us. That's going to use 12 of our death gems there. So that'll be our first move. We already changed our research to conjuration, so that's fine. Go ahead and end our turn. So, we cast Revive Spectator. We proclaim that Igverd, the Censor, be known as our Prophet of Dhuna. Ulm has chosen their prophet. So has Ashdod and Zabalba. Abyssia has not chosen their prophet, so I wonder what's going to go on there. So now that we've waited a turn, we kind of can scout around and see what we have to fight. So, we have 30 Amazons and Pegasus Riders. Ooh, that's not good. 30 Junk Dudes. 10 Horse Tribe Cavalry. And 30 Archers. We'll take those Horse Cavalry first, I think. So, since a turn went by, in our province with a fort here, you'll see that we have got some more troops have showed up. So, if we go to Army Setup, you'll see that we've summoned a couple things. First of all, we have more of these long dead Velites. Again, all these undead guys, let's take them and put them into one big solid chunk. Let's grab all these dudes too. There we go. So we have a big chunk of guys. All these undead dudes. Pretty good armor. They hold up pretty well. But we also get these Knights of the Unholy Sepulchre from Ermor. These are our sacred units, and they get raised anywhere we have a fort, depending on our dominion. So, Unholy and Horrible, the skeletal knights of the Unholy Sepulchre, serve the bishops of Eldergate in death as they once did in life. They are armored in rusty plate hauberks and mounted atop skeletal horses in corroded barding. To behold a knight of the Unholy Sepulchre is to face terror from beyond the grave, and only those certain of their martyrdom will engage the knights in combat. Like most undead, they will not rout unless all undead commanders are killed. The knights are mindless and will quickly dissolve if they are broken on the battlefield. So being that they're sacred, we can apply our bless to them, and they get some additional powers based on that bless. Same way as our prophet here is sacred, he can cast that bless spell. We're going to actually hold these guys back though. I want to build a bunch of them up into a hard-hitting force. I don't want to just throw them away. So what we'll do, Ingverd, I will have you travel to the north, take this province, and we need to tell Ingverd what we want him to do. So we need to have him go ahead and army setup. Ingverd here. Let's set his orders. I want him to stay behind his troops. That'll work. And his troops, I want to have them attack the closest enemy they can. And we are going to put his troops on the very front line. Ingverd will hang back. That'll work just fine. We have 18 death gems here. So let's go ahead and continue. We need to get our magic base built up real quick. So we're going to keep summoning in these spectators. And you are going to do some research for us. So we can start getting some of those other summoning spells into the game. There we go. So let's go ahead and end our turn. We'll see how this battle goes here. Any mercenaries available? Ooh, the Snake Charmer. 50 people. 270 gold. We'll hold off. You can see we're only bringing in 73 gold, and that's not very good. We need to build a lot of forts. Alright, let's end this turn. So we revived another spectator, and we have the battle. Let's go ahead and view that battle here. Watch our undead minions. So here we have our undead troops. Undead Velites from Ermor. We have Ingverd, Igaverd, the Prophet, in the background here. Up against some horse archers. I'm not too worried. Alright, let's go ahead and play. Speed up a little bit. We're casting Protection of the Sepulchre on our guys, which is raising their defense, I do believe. Come on, get them, guys. Get them. Here we go. And here is the beauty of the undead army. Once we get engaged, we'll chew through them. We're not running away, but they'll be running away pretty soon. Okay. Let's see if we can rout them here. I think we'll be able to. There they go. Beautiful. The independent armies are routed. What did we lose? We lost 3 Velites. Veletes. Don't know how to pronounce that correctly. And we took out the independents. Awesome. So that gains us a new territory, a little bit more income. Again, with our fort, we want to take all of the territories surrounding it because those territories will siphon in the money into our fort for our taxes. So what do we have over here? About 20 enemy archers. What's left in his army here? Got 43 of his skeletons. We'll have him go ahead and take that province on this next turn. Back home, now that we have some more mages, again, we're going to be continually bringing in mages. So, Adonal, let's go ahead and get another mage summoned. And then you're researching, and you're researching. Soon, let's see. The Black Servant, that's our spy. Or we could use a spectator as a spy, but once we get to level 2 here, and we can get the Spirit Curse and the Black Servant, I think that is when we will look at switching over for a minute. Okay, that is when we will look at switching over to construction so we can build some better magical items as well. By then we should have enough mages that we can get there very, very quickly. As you can see, every turn we get some extra troops. So here we got some free zombies. Let's put those in here. The ghouls, I mean, right here. Ghouls are humans under the curse of hunger. By eating the flesh of dead humans, their bodies and minds decay and transform. Pale and putrescent, they follow armies to feed on the dead and the dying. The hands of a ghoul are transformed into claws that stiffen the muscles of those wounded by them. So the big thing is they have these poison claws that cause 50 stun damage, but no armor. So these ghouls are super fragile. I want them to stand behind our massive skeletons, so that way they don't die right away. Okay. We also want to make it towards that throne. Ooh, actually, I'm going to have him go this way, because that gets us a quick path to the throne. So we're researching, we're summoning. We've got a couple more horses and a couple undead guys. What's this dude? A long dead. So these, the Velites and Legionnaires, are the guys that were the members of the Ermor army that we brought back to life. The Long Dead, another ghoul, yeah. The Long Dead, however, are skeletal warriors of ancient times, reanimated to do battle with the living. They emerge from their tombs and crypts with rusty weapons and armor. The Long Dead are skilled fighters, but their bones are brittle. They do not rout unless their master is killed. The Long Dead are mindless and will quickly dissolve if they are broken on the battlefield. So the Long Dead, they're the same kind of fighters that we have, but they don't have the armor that our other guys do. They're not as good arrays for us. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and end this turn. We've cast that. There was the battle in Snowford. Watch us take over this province here. Again, we have our couple ghouls in the back. Ooh. They have... So this is a problem. Priests are the worst thing we can fight because they have the banishment spell. So we have to be careful. We'll speed up a bit here. See how they just wiped out a bunch? We have to watch out for priests. Luckily, with as big an army we have, we should be able to rout them before they can do too much damage. There we go. Okay. So we have routed them. We lost 5 troops. Took them all out. Oh, those priests are going to be a problem. Alright, and we can get a look now at the throne. 90 units, some heavy infantry. Kind of scary. And you'll see that in this province, where we have some dominion, we have summoned in another ghoul. It's just sitting here. 2 new ghouls that we get free every turn. So we'll take him and we'll swing back through. Let's swing down here, pick up these troops, and then head to this province is what I think. Back in our main province. Ooh, Rotflesh. That's a good name. I like that. How about you get us another mage and you go into researching for us. How's our research look? One more turn and we'll be there. Actually, let's go ahead. We only need 3 points of research there. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Pick up our troops. The first couple turns, they move pretty quick. So it's kind of fun to play through those. So let's see here. Go ahead and end our turn. Oh, one thing we should probably do. Well, we don't actually have to do this. We could raise province defense in these areas. But we're going to be getting free troops anyways, so I don't feel like I want to spend our gold. We're going to save our gold. We finished our research and conjuration. So let's switch over to construction. And in our conjuration research, we can now summon the Spirit Curse, the Black Servant. When our god shows up with some earth magic, we can summon some cave grubs. Or if we get some earth magic later on in the playthrough. We probably won't, though. Ooh, a proclamation from Argartha. Ermor, the cave captain, the world's most beloved hero, should hereby be known as the prophet of Achilles. Ooh, so Argartha has announced their prophet. Well, here we are. Let's pick up our extra guys. You can see how quickly we're getting these troops. But again, they die off super fast. So do not be impressed by how big this army is, because it's really not that strong. But we'll take all these Long Dead and we'll put them in to this one big chunk in the front. Keep our ghouls behind. There we go. That should do well. Let's see. What do we have? 30 enemy archers, 20 Amazons. Let's wipe out these Amazons down here while they're at a low number. Ooh, and 20... A huge Kraken seen towering over the army. That's awful. Let's take on these Amazons. Come on, buddy. Head on down. And we got some air gems. Where are we getting air gems from? Oh, there's a mist-covered highlands. Ah, cool. So we're getting some extra gems. That's always useful. We'll send him down this way. I think it's time that we go ahead and have you cast another ritual spell. Let's get a second lictor, a second sensor up and running. to go ahead and lead some more troops around the battlefield for us. Yep. And then add you to the research queue. Everybody else is researching. That looks good. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Revived our sensor. We had an unexpected event. A battle in the Stone Grave Mountains. Shouldn't be too impressive. We can take a look at these other troops there. Again, look how big our horde is already. That's great. Alright. So we have some Pegasus riders. In the Crystal Tribes, Pegasi are trained from birth by warrior maidens of the temples. There, the Pegasi learn to trust no one else but their masters. Crystal Maidens are master archers with melee training. They are sacred troops and can be blessed. So we have flying troops here. That scares me a bit. Hopefully I haven't messed this up, but hopefully their archers will stay back. They look like they have... a Crystal Priestess. She knows she's a priestess, so holy magic. A Crystal Sorceress, a little bit of astral and air magic. And then some Amazons who have short bows. Let's see what happens here. Okay, cool. They're just going to hang back and shoot. I am down with that. There goes our massive skeletons. Not worried about arrows at all. Because if you remember, our guys here, look at this. Legionary helmet, rotten tower shields. Look at their protection. Well, it's only a 3. It's pretty awful. But with a parry, we can hold up against the arrows. Nothing to worry about. Go a little bit faster here. Oh, there's that banishment spell. The bane of our existence. But once we get into them, there we go. Nothing to worry about. They've routed. They're about to rout. There we go. We've got it. Lost 10 of our dead guys. Ooh, one of our ghouls. Very sad. Took them all out. Took the province. Life is good. And what happened here? Ooh, a man has appeared. He seeks to unveil the secret of the mist-covered highlands. Erbuthre, the Cloud Mage, has joined. Okay. So who is Erbuthre, the Cloud Mage? Cloud Mages, students of air magic. So a little bit of air magic. He also has reinvigoration. Covers fatigue every turn. Forest survival. He can move through forests. He's shock resistant. He's just a guy. What can he do? Can he do anything here? No. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what that does let us do, though, is we'll be able to use him to search. What's he have here? Some ranger's boots. Oh, that's how he has forest survival. Well, no. We'll be taking those away from him at some point. What we're going to do is we'll use him to search for magic sites. Because he can before he starts to die off in our empire's dominion. What do we have here? Another little province. We might as well wipe this out while we're here. We have another troop type has showed up. So here we have the Soulless. Now these are probably the weakest members of our army. Recently deceased bodies, unnaturally animated into a state of false life. The Soulless are often dressed in the clothes they died in. Soulless do not have any vital organs, but their bodies are in a state of decomposition, so they are easy to destroy than a wight or a lich. Soulless are often called zombies. They do not rout unless their master is killed. The Soulless are mindless and will quickly dissolve if left without leadership on the battlefield. So they're undisciplined, so we can't tell them what to do. They just zombie brains towards the enemy. But they have all the other normal undead things. They don't cause fear, though. They are a sad waste of space. Did get a couple more ghouls. Throw those in there. These Soulless, just get off to the side. No one cares about you. Oh, actually, how about we do this? Let's have the ghouls. You've just become the commander's guards, my friend. I've just decided. That'll work. We got 20 militia, archer, and light infantry. Let's go ahead and take those as well. Ooh, he's already experienced. And he has a heroic ability. Any commander entering the Hall of Fame with heroic ability, he's got heroic toughness, giving him more hit points. Well, that's helpful. So we'll go after there. He's doing a search. We need to search for magic sites here in our homeland as well. So we should have... let's see. One more spectator. Why don't you search for magic sites? And now we have this extra guy, Plague Hope. What a great name for our new sensor. He can act as a ferry for these other troops. Well, they can all just be together. Personally, I don't see a tactical reason to split these guys up. They are equipped differently. So these Triariuses, they have these long spears which have a better length, so they can get a repel attack. As opposed to these guys who have just a short sword and they have javelins. If you wanted to, you could divide these up into different groups and get real tactical. It's easier, in my opinion, just to blob with these undead troops that you don't really care about. And we're building up a good number of the Unholy Knights. So that's cool. So we'll have him. Yeah, he's going to be our gather people together guy. So he's just going to kind of run around and get the troops secured up so that we can bring them over to this and hopefully take that throne pretty soon. Everybody else is researching. You're doing the search, and you are getting us another mage. That looks good. This will probably be the last turn of the episode. Let's go ahead and end it. All right. We finished our research and construction. We can now make Corpseman construction with 1 air, 1 death. We're really not going to have that in our army. But we can now move on to getting to level 2, lesser magic items. And that's important for reasons we'll talk about later when we actually get there in about 4 turns. We got our spectator. Erbuthra searched for magic sites but didn't find any. Rotflesh didn't find any magic sites in our home province. We had our battle in Gila. See how that battle went. Please, no more priests. Oh my goodness, seriously? Herman the Priest. Is there going to be a priest in every single province in this game? Because that's going to be problematic. Alright, so our ghouls here are going to guard our commander. And we're going to get banishment cast on us like crazy. But other than that, nothing to worry about here. I think we'll just mow through these guys. Yep, there we go. Ooh! Get out of here, you're killing our army. There we are, we have taken them. Taken the field, looking good. What did we lose? Wow, we lost 10. Ooh, that was unneeded. Oh, there's those Principe that we had before. Ooh, and an unexpected event in Ermor. New trade routes have been opened. Province income plus 20. Well, that'll be useful. So now we're bringing in a good amount of gold. We'll have enough that we can build another fort somewhere very soon. Once we get to an area that's worth building a fort in. I'm wondering, yeah, probably on the throne once we take it. Heavy infantry, militia, and archers. Wow, scary. So up here, let's just take a quick look. Have a whole bunch of ghouls. That is great. What do we have going on here? More ghouls. What do we got going on here? More soulless. A ghoul for the old group there. We got ghouls here. You can see we just get troops everywhere. So we don't need to spend on province defense. Well, with that in mind, we will end the episode here. We've taken a couple provinces. We're expanding out the Ashen Empire. And now we're going to need to head towards that throne while we search these areas for magic sites. We'll be doing that on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please tell your friends, and as always, we hope to see you soon.